so I don't get distracted. How is everybody out here doing in YouTube land? Let me just do the chat. Okay, so I am live. I come on live most of the time. And I just wanted to have a little astrology chat with everybody and just do some Q&As and talk about different things with astrology. Just was like saying, let me go on my channel. I haven't been on my channel for a while. So one thing I want to talk about, or the first thing I want to talk about, are the nodes, like the north and south node of the moon, because we know that there are other nodes, other planets. Like there's more than just one node, north node or south node. But in astrology, the one that we want to talk about, or we talk about the most, is the north and the south node. And did you know that if you don't know anything else about anybody's sign, their sun, their moon, and Mercury, and rising, and all of that stuff, that you could just go with their north node or their north and south node? Did y'all know that? And even if you don't know your time of birth, you can still use your nodes to answer a lot of astrology questions. A lot of people on YouTube who do videos about North and South Node, I don't particularly agree with because they confuse things and they mix stuff up and they make transits and make aspects to the nodes. Although you could do that, it's kind of like it's it's an oxymoron, you know. Let me just make sure. Okay, there it is. So it could kind of cancel each other out, is what I'm saying. So with your north and your south node, um, the best way to understand a person, if you just know their nodes, is to go with their south node. If you understand their south node, you can understand the person. Okay, so I just want to get that out the way. So I'm gonna be talking about that, and also gonna be talking about retrogrades. I was talking to my moderator Shonda, and earlier today, and she was telling me about. She said, there's a Venus retrograde about to come up, and I was like, oh, so spooky, so scary. But it's not. I don't look at retrogrades as that. I look at retrogrades as it's something that we need to really look at. And a lot of times we don't look at these things. So we are kind of forced to look at them or to reevaluate or to reassess or to reanalyze, just re. That's what it is. And then once it goes direct, then we're out of the situation. Now, sometimes it's a good thing because you are not sure about a thing, and then it goes to retrograde, and then you kind of going through it, and then once you come out of it, it's like pure clarity. So that's like a really, really good thing. Hey, Laval, how are you? So I wanted to come on here and talk about that with you guys. Now, usually or typically, more people come on around the 10 or 15-minute mark. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on a video that long. It's according to the interaction. And I just wanted to come in. I think the last time I was on here was like a week ago or something. I don't know. But I just want to let y'all know when y'all come on my channel and listen to my astrology, the way how I go about it and the way how I break it down, I believe that is the true astrology and a real astrology, because all astrology is about time and space, and it's about energy, and it's about chemistry, and it's about two entities and how they interact with each other. That's all it is. Hey, Steven. Okay, so with the Venus retrograde that's coming up, since I do want to talk about that and just like kind of shed some light on that a little bit. With the Venus retrograde that's coming up, now I want you guys to, yeah, the typical stuff is, people will contact you. It's similar to how they give you the Mercury retrograde, just like all of the basic superficial surface level things. But what should supposed to happen is for you to retrograde, evaluate your relationships, like with your loved ones. It could be with a romantic partner as well, but it's really to reevaluate the relationships with your loved ones and to see who have you been neglecting. or if how, you're going to look at your relationship. So it gives you a chance to go back and do that. It also could give you a chance to take breaks from things. If you've been working really hard or like a strong workaholic or whatever, it also allows you to do that as well, to reevaluate. And it also allows you to reevaluate your money and how you're making your money and your budget and stuff like that. So it gives you those things. A lot of people say is a lover returning. Some people look at it as a lover returning, like a good thing, like, oh, it was meant to be, so they're back. Or it could just be a lover returning just because of the retrograde and the energy. And maybe by them returning, you can actually see why you and this person is not together anymore anyway. So that's another way, a way you can look at Venus as the Venus retrograde. So a lot of times, or a video that I could do far as the retrograde with Venus, it can be like, is your lover coming back? Oh my gosh, if I was to do videos like that, people will like subscribe in droves. But I don't. I just talk about astrology in a reality way. But I know that it's a good thing, and people one of these days, they're gonna be like looking for the real astrology. So I just gotta be patient and wait for that. So one thing I did do, going back to the notes, so I was talking about the retrogrades with Venus, and then I'm wanted to talk about the notes. So, and I did say that you can look at astrology. You can look at a person's astrology or energy based on their nodes, and you don't need to know their location, the city, and the state, and the time of birth, and none of that kind of stuff. If you could just do the astrology, the Western astrology, with the transits and progressions and planets and stuff like that, and they charts, or you could do it also by studying a node. So if you have somebody in your life, or if it's you, and for example, you don't have your time of birth, or you're adopted or something like that, and if you want to know about yourself, study your north and south node, and you can know a lot. A lot of people, like I said on YouTube right now, what they're doing, they are actually aspecting the natal chart with the nodes. Now you could find your natal chart with your nodes, but it's not exactly a thing you should do because you're taking it and you're separating. But the best way to do it, or well, one way to do it that I did it that seemed to work out of all of the planets, is your sun. Like your sun conjunct the south node. And if your sun conjuncts the south node, then it's usually like the blind leading the blind in like a negative situation. Oh gosh. Okay, so my video is like buffering on my end. I'm not sure if it's buffering on you guys' end, but I might have to restart or do this another time. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and talk about those things and just have a chat and just hang out until everybody can come on. I know I don't have a certain time that I come on, and I just had these pop-up videos, but oh well, that's how it is. So again, I'm not sure if this video is buffering or what it's doing until I actually turn it off. So with that being said, hopefully you guys got the message of what I was trying to say, and you'll get the message, because like I said, it's buffering and acting crazy. So I will try to come back on, I guess, very, very, very soon. Thank you. Bye.